This week on The Cauldron, we dive into the murky waters of Macbeth and his rise to power. Treachery, debauchery, and murder all follow wherever Macbeth goes, so we are going to follow Macbeth's bloody path straight to the source. We have interviews of personal encounters with Macbeth, as well as raw, unedited footage of his tyrannical rampage, so stay tuned to The Cauldron and dive into the dark depths of Macbeth's life. Just like everyone else in the world, Macbeth was lady-born. But how normal really was his childhood? We have Mother Macbeth here to shed some light on this interesting detail.
Macbeth was an average child. Well, until about his 5th birthday. You see, he wanted to be a bard like all of his friends. And his 5th birthday came around and, well, I just didn't have the money to buy him a lute. And that's when it all changed.
And so change he did. Macbeth's life turned to rampage. Local newspapers reporting his mass killing of local rodents and birds was only the start.
He just started killing everything. We didn't know what to do. So, like any good mother whose child is murdering everything, I let his father handle it. And he sent him to war.
Macbeth was sent to battle alongside his father. Macbeth was a killing machine. Shortly after his beginnings, his father was murdered on the battlefield, but that did not stop Macbeth. Macbeth quickly replaced his father with his new friend and war partner, Banquo. The two together were unstoppable, and that is where things start getting even trickier. Some may claim that Macbeth and Banquo were close, but how close were they? Was Banquo responsible for Macbeth's rise to power? Was Macbeth responsible for Banquo's death? Find out on The Cauldron.
Excuse me, good noble. Swear a coin for a starving beggar. I haven't a shilling to me name and I haven't eaten in days.
Foul vagabond, carry thyself to a MacDonald's. Even someone as poor as thou can afford a value meal.
But sire, I've lost all me money.
Ugh, you pitiful wretch. Taketh this coin and buy thyself a Banquo burger, which is made of only the freshest meat in the land. Just ask the cattleman himself.
What?
Exactly. It's positively shocking. How art thou, burger, peasant?
Thank us now, sire. This is absolutely delicious.
Haha. Pick MacDonald's for a difference thou can taste. Thou will be loving it.
Welcome back to The Cauldron. We have Banquo backstage and ready for questioning.
How did you come to know Macbeth?
Ah, yes. We fought valiantly together in war. I was his faithful companion, and he was my ferocious warrior, tearing enemies in half with his sword before my very own eyes.
So, you could say you were the Robin to his Batman, huh? That's a pretty big commitment.
As the Thane of Glamis, he was fair, but the tights were fairer.
Did you say the tights?
I mean, the armor.
Yeah, the armor. Anyways, tell me about his rise to power.
Oh yeah, so, there were these witches.
Witches?
Witches! They called him this fancy new title and told me my sons would be royal.
Really? Tell me more. Tell me more.
Well, they called him the Thane of Cawdor, and that he would be king hereafter. But honestly, I think they were just messing with us.
Witches be cray, man.
Straight. Hey, I was just talking about... What are you doing?
So can you tell me what just happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
While we couldn't find said witches Banquo was speaking of, we learned all that we could from our inside sources, as well as interviews with people who have claimed to have seen these witches. Here's what we know so far.
What we do know is that there are 3 witches that foretold the prophecy of Macbeth and Banquo. We also know that witches cannot personally kill people. They can only drain them of their sleep. And Macbeth has started to lose sleep. Coincidence? I think. Aliens. What? This isn't an alien show? Okay. Witches.
Here's what one man had to say about the witches.
Yeah, them are witches someone else, man. They just done come up out of nowhere, spooking folk and such, saying they know the future and all that, like a magic 8-ball trio.
Have you ever interacted with these witches personally?
Well, yeah, I mean, I was in my cornfield making sure nobody was stealing my crops, and then boom, smoke. Then out of the smoke came some crazy dancing ladies. It was like something that you see in one of them Goosebumps books or something like that. I don't know, they told me to read it when I was little, but I just looked at the pictures. But yeah, anyways, they were saying that I was gonna be on some like TV show and stuff, and they're saying all like fair is foul and foul is fair, and you know, stuff like that.
Well, it looks like their prophecy came true. You're on the Cauldron right now.
I'm on what?
On the Cauldron.
Is that like some fancy dance TV show?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm famous! Whoa!
As always, our interviews managed to capture some colorful characters. Let's get back to our main event. We have an exclusive interview with the infamous king himself, Macbeth. And now it's time for A Fern Between with Landon Higginbotham.
So, Macbeth, I'd like to thank you for being here tonight. It's a handshake? Oh, alright. So, I hope that you're pretty comfortable here because it's a pretty comfortable environment. Alright. So, I'm gonna start asking you a few questions, okay? Is that alright? Alright. So, Macbeth, how does it feel to be king?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's pretty sweet. I can, like, do whatever I want and stuff, so yeah, it's lit.
I see. So, has it been hard ruling at the kingdom?
Dude, I mean, like, for the most part, it's pretty sweet. I mean, I don't really sleep much, you know, I'm too busy killing, throwing wicked sick parties at my castle.
Yeah, Duncan used to throw some pretty chill parties too. But what are your feelings on the death of Duncan?
Yeah, I mean, he was a cool guy and stuff, and I was just trying to throw him a wicked party, man. Like, how was I gonna know he was, like, gonna get hit?
Yeah, do you really think that those guards were actually responsible for his death?
I have no comment, bro.
Okay, that's promising. Moving on. So there have been rumors that the witches foretold your rise to power. Would you like to tell us if that's true?
Well, I mean, like, I was gonna be king anyways, so, you know, who cares what the witches have to say? They're just like a bunch of old hags, you feel?
I feel, man, I feel. But, how do you feel about these clips that were dropped off from an unknown source? Johnny, would you roll the film?
Yo, Macbeth! Watch out for Macduff, man! The Thane of Fife! He gonna get you! I'm out!
None of woman born shall harm Macbeth. Man, when them trees come to your castle, you gonna be done.
Yeah, you know, that's like a bunch of garbage. Like, what does that even have to do with me, you know?
Well, some say that this is foretelling that you are going to die.
Yeah, fear Macduff. Ooh, I'm scared. Like, they literally just said that I cannot be killed by anyone born of lady.
Well, actually, there are rumors that Macduff was ripped from the womb.
What?
He was not born of lady, you know, fear Macduff. And how would you feel if Macduff and Malcolm were backstage right now?
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm not.
I'm not doing this anymore. I'm done. I'm out. Malcolm, this is stupid. This whole show is stupid. Why am I even a part of it? I didn't read none of it. No. Kick some butt. Get these cameras on my face, man. Macduff!
Macbeth, your wife's killed herself.
What?
I'm king. Excellent.
With Macbeth dead and Malcolm as king, Scotland is once again returned to its previous glory. This is the story of Macbeth. Only on the Cauldron.